actually been alright for spring, so a little bit unfortunate there, I think.
Ooh, and into the next game, automatically I always look at the civs, and this is interesting. We have TaToH playing as the Koreans, and he's
Oof.
here in the blue. This is Arabia. See, it's called Arms Arabia. Then we have Spring in the red again, playing as the Mongols, and that's a really, really huge. I mean, with Spring being a really good Hun Tour player, and Mongols like feudal age play being quite similar to Huns, and also Mongols just having such a there's so much better of a Arabia Civ. I got to favor Spring on this one right off the bat. I will have to take a look at the maps though. And Mamana, I'll let you introduce the maps. Tell me if you see anything in particular that
Alright.
stands out.
Well, you're talking about Mongols and like, favoring Spring. So let's have a look at Spring's map.
Yeah.
So he's actually got a fair amount of good amount of wood actually for one thing. He's got a backboard to go as well. His gold, however, to the northeast or whatever you want to call it, it's in parallel, of course, to TaToH's base, but it's not too terrible. That cliff a bit further out can be easily walled up, and of course a little bit more walling left if you really want to do that. Stone as well towards that sort of similar side, and he's got a second goal towards the back of the map too. But the Mongols, of course, quite a nice aggressive feudal age civ. So as things go, it's actually not a terrible map as far as I'm aware. And
I don't
what do you
think it's
think?
too
Do you
bad. Yeah.
agree?
I don't think it's
I mean,
too
it's not
bad.
stunning. It's not a stunning map, but it's okay. Like the only real problem I'm seeing with it is that main stone of his is a bit far forward. But
I feel like,
you know,
well, his main stone's also up against the wood line, but I feel with Mongols, you only really need the stone until real late game anyway, and
yeah,
he could easily win this game before that. We could see this game end way before that, so we'll have to see. Um, Now, TaToH's map. Let's take a look at that. We have the back gold, or excuse me, bottom gold, or I don't know. In coordination to his TC, it's below it. It's not the best. I mean, I don't know how I can really secure that all that easily. It is close enough to his TC maybe, but it is on a hill as well, so it's not the best. But I do like his back wood line. It's very nice. He needs another gold to retreat to if he needs to. Other gold's quite close, stones as well. Ultimately on Arabia, it's down to tactics and such. And I wouldn't be surprised with Koreans, because they're not a great cavalry civ if we do see a Drush. Or potentially something strong as well in the feudal age, like Drush into man-at-arms. Maybe even, archers and such. Try and keep Spring out of the Castle Age, because in the Castle Age, right off the bat, Mongols are going to be so much better. And so much more versatile.
do you really think that? Do you really think Mongols will be a lot better in the Castle Age?
Right off the bat? Right off the bat is what I mean. So, like, right when you hit the Castle Age, I
Yeah,
think Mongols have a distinct advantage. They can go knights,
yeah,
camels. They can also go crossbows, just like they can do more than what Koreans can. You know what I mean? When it gets to late
yeah.
imp, I think Koreans and Mongols are fun to watch. But on Arabia, I doubt we'll really see that.
Yeah, I'm just curious because you think like yeah, I think you may be right off the bat, but like there's a small window where I think that's actually like really true. It really comes down to I think how Spring plays out the feudal age. He's probably going to go scouts most naturally. Anyway, he's got the
Yeah.
three in the woods, so definitely looking like that. If he goes into heavy archers and then into crossbows, I think it's okay for TaToH because of course Korean mangonels are really strong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's one good thing in that. So I think this game's actually a lot of it focused around how Spring's going to play the Mongols in this sort of mid-game to late game. Because I think the late game, the Mongols are a lot stronger on Arabia than the Koreans, just because of the fact that they're much more mobile. Their siege is stronger with drill speed for sure. And yeah, I don't really think that, the Korean siege Onager is going to be that effective this game. I just think Mongols just going to be uber strong late game in this occasion.
I'm looking at the map right now, and I do see that Spring actually has not found his sheep, and they're in a really awkward position. Sometimes they're in the last place you look. Hopefully he'll find them right now. We'll see what he can. Yep, he found them. That's good. As Mongols, of course, you can eat them up pretty quick. It's really helpful. And speaking of which, almost collecting one outside the TC just as I look. But he should be up shortly, and presumably going to be going for scouts. And TaToH not getting up a barracks just yet, so I assume, unless I'm missing it, yeah, I assume
There it
we're
is.
going to be, there we go. I was going to say the wood just disappeared. He's going to be going for a
late.
barracks, but it's a bit late, yeah, to go for a drush. So maybe he has something else in mind, or either way, against Mongols, you need to definitely try and push out across pretty quickly. He's collecting the gold now, but interesting.
I think it's like the 10 gold. Which actually, I really like what he's doing now with the 10 gold. He's not collecting from the main gold, he's going for it from the other gold. So,
Yeah.
in the case of scenario that Spring goes around and finds the main gold first for the barracks or whatever, you'd be like, oh, he's not going for a drush. And then, like, in that occasion, he actually is going for a drush. But, or it's closer really to his TC, most likely. I don't know. It's fairly similar distance, actually. I don't know. But sometimes I see some players do that just to try and, like, throw them off.
You know what? I don't think we touched on this, but look at the top and middle for TaToH's map. It's so wallable. I mean, the other side is completely open, but, you know, now that he plops these palisades and houses down, it makes it look so easy. Just 3 palisades there and a house, and that covers all that area because the cliffs here and a little bit of palisading here, and that's really nice. He kind of knows where the fights are going to come then from Spring. And he's already scouted Spring out. If you notice, he's found the main gold, found the wood line. That's all that he needs. He's come back, and he's now going to war the deer, keeping that scout moving at all times. And he's going to need a little bit of time, though, if he's going to be able to deal with these scouts.
I thought Taz was going to make 2 militia and just not do anything. It's like, why is he not making a 3rd militia?
Yeah.
But no, I saw it earlier. It's like, wow, that cliff is just ridiculous. But like between 2 wood lines. But no, it's really easy to wall up his top hand side for sure. And he doesn't have to fully wall the map because I mean it's going to be a real pain to do so. I think all that effort. So all he has to do is just basically dictate the terms of where he wants to basically funnel in the units of Spring in really. For the feudal age anyway, that's for sure. So nicely played there by TaToH, reading the map.
Yeah, interesting thing. Did you just hear something? Or okay, I just heard a weird noise. I don't have all of my OBS screen open, so I hope we didn't get like a huge donation or something and I missed it. But anyway, the interesting thing is that TaToH's got up on so many villagers here, and he's already on stone. He's walling off quite a bit, and he seems quite content with it. He's going to push out with his drush now. Spring's kind of doing standard.
It's really late though. I still think it's really late to drush, and even I think Spring's probably caught onto this right now. He's already to that house and by the stable, just part of the natural wall, regardless.
But look at the wall. I mean, just 1 palisade in the back as well. It's like almost unreal in some like this map's incredibly open. And somehow he's doing it.
TaToH, no.
Oh, he's gonna run his drush underneath the TC. Oh, TaToH, it's bad. Yeah, it's been pointed out to me in the chat as well that I say TaToH and TaToH sometimes, so my apologies.
Potato.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was bad. I mean I mean like talk about a waste of resources. That is just pretty bad.
Now,
well,
kind of in the same situation as Spring, if he wants to do some damage with his scouts, he needs to go through the TC. Was he gonna take the farm? Is either lose the scout or take the farm.
Just die.
Oh, he's gonna.
TC.
Do you see that? He's trying to. Yeah, he's trying to get in there, but.
Wait. Also, the other thing here is that TaToH's also mining a fair amount of stone. Now that means 2 things. Either he's going to do a lot of stone walling, or he's going to go for FC war wagons.
I don't know what the plan is, honestly. You have 200 stone to stone wall, so I guess maybe he wants the extra stone for TCs.
I like how Spring just doesn't care about the TCs. Like, I'm going to run my scouts underneath.
I mean, I like it, but don't run them under 1 at a time. Like, his scouts are so weak, and it's not really working out for him. He's still underneath. What is he doing? I don't know. Wait, was this played? This was played in a Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
All right, that explains a little bit, and I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, look at that. He's losing his scouts here, and it's a bit wasteful for sure. TaToH.
It's funny because TaToH's scout is doing more work than all the scouts of Springs combined. It's just picking them off 1 by 1. Yep. Amazing.
Spring is continually. He's throwing them in 1 by 1.
Market
He hasn't
Blacksmith.
really done anything. TaToH's picking off that scout there, Spring, and TaToH's doing a great job right now for sure. And he's gone Market Blacksmith. Does he even have? Yeah, he's one spear.
What's funny is the fact that because he's had to put the village in the TC so many times that he hasn't actually gathered enough food to do the FC itself.
Yeah.
So, despite this odd maneuver by Spring, it's delaying his FC by quite a bit. Oh god, this is a crazy game, and it just doesn't I don't understand why. Like, this is just something out of my knowledge.
So Spring's going ranges, it looks like, and that could kind of favor in the Castle Age. TaToH, because we're going to see, I mean, going crossbows against Koreans, it's going to be rough with that extra Mangonel range, and potential later on for other things as well. So, but TaToH has a wheelbarrow done already, and going to be trying to get the gold in and food in to get up to the next stage, and shortly going to be able to do that. Already has a stable, actually, no blacksmith yet from Spring, who's also going over to stone, but TaToH is clicked up. And what's the play then for TaToH? So much on stone. Do you think a castle? I think.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
It's not actually a bad idea considering the fact that Spring is going into the ranges. I mean, war wagons are just disgustingly strong.
Yeah.
But Spring is going to stonewall though. I think he's just going to start stonewalling up the rest of the map and just going to basically, I think, try and macro it out with the Mongols. I think.
I don't think he knows. He definitely doesn't know that the ranges have come out from Spring. I mean, obviously Knights could come out, and it's really Knights or crossbows, so it's 50-50 chance. But what's he doing? Is that a tower he's placing? Are you thinking what I'm thinking right now? Like,
what?
Koreans get the free guard tower upgrade, right?
Yeah, I know.
But why? Surely he's not going to go like guard tower. All in on guard towers. That would make no sense.
That would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious if it worked, but I mean, Spring's kind of trying to secure some resources as well here.
Well, guard towers are really strong to be fair. If he gets the bodkin on top of that and everything, makes them really strong and hard to deal with. But at the same time, I'm a little bit concerned. Like, I hope it doesn't go into. I think one guard tower fine. If he goes in for a forward siege workshop,
he's doing it.
Oh, nope. Okay then.
Oh, why? Like, he could have put a castle up. Like, put a castle on his TC. Maybe he's gonna do guard towers into castle or something. I don't know.
Maybe you're right.
Siege workshop.
No, siege workshop. Yeah. Oh god.
Certainly been interesting. I feel like Spring has made some bad decisions. TaToH's made some bad decisions thus far. But nonetheless, these guys are both gonna be in the castle age shortly. We do have Spring with about soon to be 6 archers. He's making towers as well. Of course, he doesn't get the free guard tower upgrade. And his fills are going to be in range for this tower, so he needs to be careful. And TaToH's just going to try and get his villagers in here. This is interesting because A+2 range on this tower, and he has almost enough for a castle onto Spring's TC. Spring building a tower in defense now.
Hey.
This is really weird.
I was about to say what Spring could do is just start making knights, but monarchy now being put down, we're just gonna counter that perspective. So I said, I've seen Siege Monk work, I mean that's fine, but I've never seen Siege Monk and Guard Tower.
Guard Tower, yeah. He's actually not building a castle.
Crazy.
Like, you can't build any military units out of your guard tower, so I can't justify this huge push unless he's, like, just having fun with it. But, I actually might have lost that. I believe he deleted that tower as well there. But, I mean, these towers really aren't accomplishing all that much, you know, and,
it's taken out 1, 2,
farms,
3,
yeah.
4 farms? Like, 4 farms? Like, if I was TaToH, not sorry, Spring, I'd be like, okay, well, I've lost 4 farms, that's...
The issue now... The issue now for Spring is that he did go crossbows, and he has to engage his Mangonel and the towers. So, like, ideally, had he already been making, you know, getting upgrades and be making knights right now, he could probably engage this right now. But he can't do that with crossbows. So,
yeah, if I was Spring, I'll take the crossbows out and just try and raid. Because, I mean, like, you're now in Castle Age, so basically with bodkin crossbows, Castle Age walls are pretty weak. So just go over there, punch on through, and then just try and raid your opponent's base whilst... Because these towers really aren't doing anything at this point.
He hasn't actually gotten the crossbow upgrade in. He has some idols right now, and he's gonna build another tower. I don't think this is gonna be the best of defense from Spring. This is really interesting. In fact, he might even lose a Vil here. No, close to losing a Vil to that tower.
That's a shame. TaToH could have really killed a couple of Vils with that tower, actually. But
Yeah.
I don't think he was paying attention to that point. I think he was probably back at home doing some eco work, and then it's like, oh, wait, got a tower up. Rats.
So I guess
well,
back
there
at
you
home
go.
for TaToH, he's still on 1 TC. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, Spring's finally getting crossbow, and he's going to push out, but, you know, he's not really able to do all that much.
But look, TaToH Spearman might see it's coming, and if Spring... Oh, I'm not too sure. Did you see it?
Yeah, he definitely ran by it there for sure. I'm not sure if he actually saw. He's going to put up another guard tower. So right now, that's going to be the 6th guard tower. That's 6 more than we ever see. and
all of them haven't achieved it. Okay, this one is going to just keep him off that main zone if he ever gets to it.
That was pretty slow response from both players. Spring's actually going to try to pick off this monk from TaToH, and getting it.
That's nice.
He's going to push in with his crossbows, though, and the tower's up. We saw Spring try some really nice micro last game, but there's a tower there Vils can run into. No real use to engage there.
Tower Mangonel with, like, you know, a 7+1, so it's just like that. Not even Spring could probably try and...
I mean, these guys are only a Vil difference right now, and both are on 1 TC on Arabia. Like, what in the world? I guess going up to 2 now is TaToH, which is going to be helpful. Spring needs to pay attention. He could pick off this Mangonel if he doesn't lose any. Well, almost losing 1 there. He's shooting uphill as well. Mangonel probably going to be able to retreat to this tower. Spring needs to be careful. Nice micro, though, for sure. And the Vils are there to repair it.
He's doing well, but it's not going to be firing uphill. Just
yeah,
it's just not going to cut it, really, to be honest. By all his efforts.
But he could get these Vils. Yeah.
Nah, okay.
I mean, nonetheless, this has been really odd thus far. Really odd. Quite confusing. I still think Spring should try and raid. Bodkin Arrow is coming in on the guard towers like you're talking about, and it's going to be really huge, honestly. There's just going to be so many farms denied. Spring can't really build anywhere the longer this game goes if he doesn't deal with these towers. And it's really hard to. 8+3 range on the towers, 7 range on the Mangonels.
It's kind of weird. I'm failing to understand a little bit. I mean, what Spring probably should have to do is, on his right-hand side, is just stonewall that up, and then just, you know, macro around it, basically. It's probably his best option, but the arch range now down with 2 Mangonels, just going to push right on in, so... Right as when Spring's getting a TC on that main goal, which is covered, though, by 3 towers, so... Fine, but...
Spring's trying to get in with his crossbows here. Not being the quickest, but regardless, TaToH has already gotten some gates up. And he's trying to deal with some pressure at home because there's 2 Mangonels. Not getting any is really bad for Spring. He needs to get this TC up, actually. A TC's only 50%. There's 3 Mangonels there. He's engaging with... he's engaging with 1 crossbow. More towers coming from TaToH as well. Just surrounding him.
And look at where TaToH's base is. Well, I tried to go through that Palisade wall, like I mentioned, but Spring, sorry. But TaToH on the ball, on the money, got two gates down.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, whatever people could let's call that. I don't know why.
He might actually be in range of the gold, but he actually hasn't touched his main gold. That's not even his main gold. You know, if Knights had been the choice from Spring, or even if he transitioned now, he could take all this siege out. But I don't know if it's stubbornness or he just doesn't want to do that. He's going to go to a TC. I feel like it's a bit stubborn not to at least make some Knights here. He needs to defend, and looks like he did pick off 2 Vils back at TaToH's base, but...
It should just be, you should just go with Knights, because there's literally no monks. The monk is taking a relic from the bottom corner of the map. It's just... maybe Spring's upset about the Mangonels for him not firing, but you should just take 2 Knights, and you can clear up the Mangonels at least. Maybe the guard towers will pick them up in the end, but at least it will slow the siege down a little bit here.
Yeah.
He's just kind of giving it away a little bit here.
If you're going Mangonel for Mangonel, I mean, Koreans are going to win every time. I think Spring should definitely go for some Knights right now. He's just trying to boom. But TaToH's completely safe at home. He's on 3 TCs himself now. And I'm not sure what Spring's doing with this army. I think he's going to try and loop around. It's going to take quite a while.
Not all not lost yet, though. I think what Spring must do is doing the right thing. Bloodline Scalebinding Army is going to go into Knights. But what he should do now is just stop making Mangonels and make battering rams. And the reason being is that they can take the guard towers out quite nicely. And if the Knights clean out the Mangonels, you know, easy game.
TaToH's repairing his Mangonel, building more towers. It's really interesting, honestly. He's trying to take on this tower of Spring, and Spring's gonna have to move his vills away. He's lost 3 vills right there. He's bringing his own Mangonel out. He's lost another villager. He's gonna lose the tower as well at this rate. And there goes the tower. Will he lose the Mangonel?
1 for 1.
He does, yeah, 1 for 1.
That's okay.
Now, Spring's trying to get in this side as well, but TaToH is quick-walled this. Is he going to lose the vills, though? I think he might just sacrifice him. No, he's actually going to run. And no ballistics for Spring, so those vills are going to be safe. Oh, there's a hole! Oh my gosh. I did not think there was a hole. And the crossbows are getting in, but where can they go? Well, I guess TaToH's response is going to be to build a guard tower, and that's going to be in his wood line, so he should be fine. He's been doing that all game.
Oh god, that's so stupid. Like, oh, his response is to build a guard tower. Oh, god.
Possibly 2 for 1 there. 2 for 0 from Spring. He has to be careful he doesn't send his Mangonel next to the
Mangonel to the guard tower, though, isn't he? Like, come on.
Yeah, he has to stay away.
Ooh, he's gonna live. Outrageous.
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention to the crossbows, but I figured they'd go away. It looks like a lot of them died. 1 build died, but not much crossbows can do now. Actually, Mangonel coming back and then from TaToH.
The thing they can do is to go around the base and stick, you know where that TC is in the wood line, just stick behind it and try and pick it off. But there's guard towers of 11 range. So
I know, it's insane. Get ballistics on him and...
That's what I say, yeah, just get ballistics and,
yeah.
You know, game is good.
Now, the interesting thing is that Knight's finally coming out from Spring with some upgrades. This could be really good for him. He could really, really push this back a bit.
If he sends the Knights not into the path of 6 guard towers, but look at it, like that Knight's lost half its HP already.
It's almost dead, actually. That's insane. The guard towers are so strong.
What? Imagine that ballistics as well. That Knight would have been dead. But I'm surprised he's going out the Knights to try and raid. If I was, I guess he can try and do damage. But if I was really him, I would probably get some battering rams going and take out all his towers.
Okay, so with the crossbows at the back, TaToH is not only coming with the Mangonel, but he's put a house there just to make sure that Spring couldn't go through the palisade and all the crossbows going down. That one only on 1 HP.
Oh god.
Man, that was an incredible amount of death there. So Knights are coming out. So now with +2 defense, but Knights are going to try and cause problems on the TaToH. There's a monk there, and it did get a conversion actually, which is good. It's obviously going to be the response to any Knights. But still, look at all the guard towers. Like they're everywhere.
Yeah. Good thing is though, finally a battery ram coming out.
It'll go down though.
Look how much damage he's taking.
Yeah,
already.
it's like taking so much damage from the towers. It's insane.
What the hell? No, I just, you know what? Guard towers, man. That's from now on I'm going to be doing with Koreans. Guard tower rush. TaToH has shown me the light. The thing is though, right? He's batting around that guard tower down, but without any defense of the Knights like I was asking him to do. And there's now Mangonels popping up.
Yep, there you go.
Also on the coast.
So he's basically inviting Spring to send rams and then say, hey, waste your resources, it's going to take it right down. Spring needs to be careful not to lose any Knights to monks here. It doesn't look like he is. He's attacking underneath the TC. TaToH doesn't realize it, losing his monk. And Knights on the back. Thing is, Knights were there a moment ago, but they're dying to the guard tower. What's in that guard tower, actually?
I mean, I don't understand this game. I'm like,
Well,
I'm talking about guard towers killing knights.
He has so many villagers in the guard tower. He has 4 in one and 3 in the other. It's really odd.
God.
Yeah.
I would love TaToH just to get a university and get ballistics, because that would just make my day. He actually has got a university. Ooh, cheeky.
Do you think he has ballistics?
I think he does. I mean, let me check.
I think we're missing that. I feel like he might
Let me
have
go
it.
and check. Let me go and check. I think
Yeah,
he does. Like,
yeah.
he does. Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
feel like he has it because these are taking way too much damage.
Yeah.
And look at these
They're too
knights. These
accurate.
knights are gonna go down to the tower at this rate. They stay. Yep, there's one.
Like,
Almost another one on 1 HP. So the knights, we thought they were a good move, but apparently these guard towers are like indestructible. And
yep. Case in point.
I guess you
the
just.
battering ram is out again.
I guess you just. I mean, he's just going after one tower. I mean, I don't know if that's worth it really. If that's a good trade.
Spring is going for cav archers now.
Oh, but he's gonna lose some units. He's lost one knight, and
Not
he's
even
lost
bothered to
another
attack the
knight.
monk.
He's not even attacking
Nope.
the monk. Yeah.
So
The monks can go on the tower as well, so the monks are safe. And now that battering ram's gonna go down to the knights that were just converted.
oh God.
Oh, that was
There's
really bad.
Mangonel also coming along as well.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
really
just
bad.
not Spring's day, I swear.
Now, the funny thing is that if Spring goes all the way around to attack that Mangonel, the monks might have enough faith then to convert more knights at that point. So, I'm interested to see how much faith these monks are gonna have, if they're gonna be able to get some conversions.
That'll be really weird. If you put the rally point on the guard tower to the cliff, and if you ejected the monks, would they go onto the cliff?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know that now, actually.
Well, we saw it earlier with the ram in the other game.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
is it even possible?
Let's see if he tries it. That'd be pretty sweet.
Anyway, like, so
Mangonel is gonna
how
go
much
down.
is from Spring?
Well, you
They're
see how
really
Spring's attacking.
expensive.
You see how Spring is attacking with cav archers and knights right now. He's going really, really strong in the Castle Age. He has a lot
Playing
of
it like
resources.
Huns.
Yeah, playing like Huns. Yep.
Yeah,
But he's
playing like
attacking at the
Huns.
base of this tower. I think needlessly. Like maybe he just wants to free up this area, but those other 6 towers, I don't think he should fight because he's gonna lose his knights.
Despite all this, though, right? If we're assessing the guard tower's actual usefulness, I can't really say it's been critically that good.
Yeah, it's
Like-
just delayed some farm space, really, but it was
Yeah.
important that Spring got that so we can get this stone. If you look at Spring's resources, he's actually in a good spot compared to TaToH. He might click up,
Yeah, I know.
and
And look at his, his eco's been a lot better throughout most of the game, actually, in this occasion, actually, as well. You know, it's got more villas and everything. I thought, okay, TaToH goes to towers and the aggression, and then
Yeah.
maybe try and, basically go ahead with the eco with it, but nope, hasn't worked out. So that's interesting.
the cav archers in the back then for Spring, and we've seen him do Mongols cav archers before in tournament games, but he's underneath this tower. No, it's not
Exactly,
good.
that's why I'm questioning the cav archers.
Yeah.
They're really expensive, and there's a bunch of guard towers inside
Yeah,
TaToH's own base.
I agree. It's a questionable decision for sure. More towers coming up from TaToH. Put them everywhere. The thing is if he needs a castle later, is he gonna have the stone? I'm not even seeing. I'm not even seeing any stone he can collect. Like he's used it all
My
on his
God,
walls
he
and his
used
gates and
all
these
his-
towers. Yeah.
There is some stone, extra stone just to the south of his base, but I mean, even then, like,
Yeah. But the knights are coming in. They're killing a lot of villagers right now. This is absolutely huge for Spring, who already has the villager lead. Might lose one to a conversion. No, not. And it's still a lot of guard towers. The thing is when you toss the villagers in the guard towers, it's still a lot of idle time because you have to ungarrison them and retask them. It's not like a TC
Good
where you
news,
just
though.
press go back to work. What?
Spring denied a guard tower. It's the first one he's denied of the game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, like 99%, amazing.
Where's that at? Sorry.
Literally in TaToH's base, like by the mill, like to the right hand side of it.
Oh, yeah, I was there. I just didn't see it was denied.
Yeah, that one. Okay, and TaToH actually clicks first to Imperial Age, okay. But the thing is though, it's got no military, and Spring's coming forward now, light cap done, husbandry being done right now, 3 stables forward, and a siege workshop. And there'll be, of course, I mean, yeah, it's got guard towers, which will be keeps, by the way. Oh my god, they'll be keeps.
Look how many knights he's throwing away to these towers. There was 4 there a second ago. There's soon going to be 0. It's just disgusting, really, these towers, man.
Oh, TaToH's moving out those doors. I think he's going to spot this. Oh, you have a Korean line of sight. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do. I mean, the knights can come out of the stable. Spring's going to see that,
Oh,
hopefully.
he's just ignoring it, actually.
Yeah. Knights and Cav Archers. Spring actually right next to the TC with Cav Archers. The Knights are here as well. The thing is, Spring has lost so much. He's lost 93 units.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm gonna spot this actually. Like 93 he lost?
Yeah, 93.
My god.
He's lost
Wow,
93. And he's losing. Look at these Knights just attacking this tower. It's not working out. Plus the Cav Archers underneath the TC. So, I actually think that Vil might die to the Wolves. All these Vils from TaToH running out. I'm not sure what they were going to build. But,
no idea.
Oh, I guess he's got to secure the stone. Look at the mining camp there. He was trying to get the stone because he spent it all. And denied. He lost like 6 or 7 Vils there.
Oh god.
This has been a crazy game, but Spring, let's be honest, throwing so much away here. He's still standing underneath. He needs to wait for Imperial Age, and he's just spending so many resources.
Yeah, why is he just committing so much into
I feel like he underestimates the strength of these towers. Like, we can see it. We can see it from here, right? How many kills that TaToH's had. Purely towers. Like, what has TaToH had as far as military? A couple pikemen.
Like 4 pikemen.
And a couple mangonels. And towers. And he's killed over 100 units.
Even got a 4 TC. Like, what? It's a 4 TC. Like, has he not got enough TCs already? He's got like 6 TCs. What the hell?
So, like, Spring's trying to do this, this, like, all-in Castle Age approach, but he's running.
He loves to do.
He's running. Yeah, he loves to do it, but he can't do it here. He can't do it versus Koreans.
Oh my god! Have you seen this now? It's gonna be 15 range on these heaps, throwing out like 10 damage as well. Bunch of Vils inside of it as well. It's impossible to break. You have to have like 10 rams, and he is actually pumping out a lot of rams to be fair, but.
Yep, the Rams are there. That might actually take that TC out. There's a lot of gold there. Which
hey, I don't even think TCs are the thing to do. I think you have to just take out the towers.
Yeah, I mean, he takes his TC out, right? Let's say in theory he does. I actually think it's going to be saved. But if he takes it out, the towers are still protecting the gold. So,
yeah.
And with Bracer now, he's going to lose these knights even faster.
Thing is though, if you're looking up at Spring's base, a couple more mangonels coming out and working on that TC, and not really a big issue to be honest, but there you go.
Yeah, Spring standing underneath these towers still, it's interesting. But the one thing Spring has going for him is that he has a good eco rolling right now. He's like 30 Vils ahead. And
yeah, I know.
That's good, but he needs to click up. He's just lost like 4 Vils to this Mangonel. He needs to be careful on the top side of those towers.
Now TaToH's getting chemistry. He brings them now 11 damage from these towers. What he needs to do as well, like just to be a real pest, is to get the masonry upgrade and everything, just to make these structures even stronger in terms of HP. But
so Spring, look at Spring's resources. He's not going to be going up anytime soon. And I think this, if he does lose the game, will be his downfall, because he's like kind of thrown this. I feel like he has a lot more eco, he has a lot more map control, and he just needs like pretty much siege ramp from Mongols, and he's fine.
Look at his resources as well, like 1.5k wood, 200 food, 50 gold, and 500 stone. Yeah. And if you also look to the very far left map, you know that stone you're looking at earlier on? Well, look at TaToH.
Wait, on the left, next to the towers, or the one at the bottom?
Bottom left, sort of thing.
Oh, the one on that left. Oh my gosh, he's putting a tower there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cheeky.
Oh, so cheeky. I love it. And it's on top of the hill as well, so extra damage onto those villas.
Like,
I like
TaToH's in a position now where he could just push out with trash, I feel, because Spring he's committed at this rate to the Castle Age.
Yeah.
So, TaToH could
Mango
just go.
though, because Mango died.
TaToH could just go Halb and Skirm and Rams or Trebs, whatever. And
Can TaToH even? TaToH can't even afford help at this point though. He's got
yeah, he's really
a lot of
struggling.
wood, a lot of stone, considering how many towers he's put up. I just think Spring just needs to go up to the Imperial Age, honestly. I don't know what he's really doing. Like,
Yeah.
I know he's trying to keep the pressure on, which is fine, and he's actually getting a lot of eco still as well, but
all these resources he's wasting, he needs. He's not doing all that much. It's really obvious that TaToH's not doing anything offensively, he's just defending. Now, as you notice, TaToH's like collecting that stone again where he put the tower, but also on the bottom he has that stone coming in. That's interesting.
Yeah, that one as well, yeah, I see it.
Oh wow, I tabbed out, guys. Sorry, we should be back in. Yeah,
TaToH now getting bow sword 53 minutes in. Definitely told you it's been an action-packed game. Oh god. Light cap just can't even break the wood line. It's like 4 tower shots just kill a light cap now. Like,
yeah.
What the hell?
TaToH has 1 bombard cannon in his siege workshop.
Amazing.
He's getting murder holes.
Oh my god, that's incredible. I didn't think of that.
That's actually really smart. I mean, generally it's a really stupid upgrade, but in his position, it's actually really smart, and it'll really help him out.
It always reminds me of, I don't want to say TaToH is that person, but it reminds me of the old PYC Hawk.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah.
2.0, yeah, you know it very well.
I know that guy. Thanks for bringing that up.
I'm not saying he isn't like it, but it's a similar tower.
Well, it's a
like
similar
craziness.
tactic for sure. It's like a troll tactic, but in this case, it's actually been really effective. But you have to say TaToH's score is mainly because he's in the Imperial Age, and he's killed double the amount of units, more than double the amount of units in Spring. So,
it's probably like, Spring's probably thinking like, oh my god, I don't understand this, right? He's Imperial, he's like 2k score ahead of me, or 3k, and I feel like I've definitely got an advantage. Where is he getting these points from?
But Spring is... he's making stupid decisions. He's so many light cav. I haven't really seen light cav do anything in a long time here in this game.
Oh my
really
god, he still has no food.
Oh, and he's got keep on this gold again. He's gonna be able to secure that gold, and down goes the castle here in a moment as well.
What? Is he actually gonna, like, what? He might even make bombard towers. He can actually make bombard towers.
Yeah,
now,
I know.
by the
That's
way,
what I
as
thought
well.
he was
He's got the
putting up
chemistry.
initially.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tab out so I can see the... There we go, the game chat. There we go. Yeah, I accidentally tapped out of that. But...
I don't even know what to make of this right now. I mean, I was getting masonry. Nice, nice.
Spring's getting
Quite a
closer to
god,
click
Spring.
up, but... He's still very far away if he keeps
That's
spending
like-
his resources.
That's like 8 light cab queued in like 1 stable. Oh, now he's got a lot of food actually.
Yeah, he could click up. He could click up for sure. But
my
what's
god,
he
he might
do?
click up.
What's he do? I mean, he certainly needs siege to deal with
Siege ram.
these. Yeah, he
Just
needs siege
ram
ram.
will do.
But I think he needs a lot of resources. Siege ram skirms maybe. I don't even know. It's interesting because like.
Siege ram Arbalest would do fine.
But if you go Arbalest against Koreans, that opens them up to going onagers again. So.
Do you really think TaToH at this stage could go onagers? I honest to god don't think so at this stage.
Well, I mean, even a couple Maganels, you know, are gonna have that range. So, it's
Yeah. But you also remember, he's got the light cab as well, which can be made into Hussar too, and you know, there may be halberdiers, but they just like suicide them in, just take out the cheeky onager or two.
Yeah.
Fine.
But finally, Spring has clicked up. Finally, he has Rams. You know, there's not many more places TaToH can actually go for gold, except this on the front here. So he needs to hold on to that. Hussar is a decent choice for raiding, but in this position, I actually, from what we've seen, I don't think Hussar's... Maybe it's justifiable because he has so many light cab, but he'll lose them pretty quickly to the towers and to the halbs. He's going to go in and try and pick off the bombard cannons. He hasn't even got one yet, and he's lost so many light cav.
They get shredded by these halberdiers. Look at them.
I know.
And of course those towers, man, with the murder holes, so...
He hasn't even gotten one yet.
Oh my, I got one now.
He's got one. He's gonna get both of them. But still, he's lost like 30 light cav, and
I don't think it matters though for him. Like he loses 30 light cap because look how much food he has.
yeah, he's a lot of resources. I think certainly the advantage is for Spring right now. He does have elite skirms coming out, and a lot of rams as well. He has rams on the top. He has rams on the bottom.
He's actually gonna go heavy cav archer.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, I guess he
so.
makes sense because he doesn't have the castles.
Yeah.
Well, he had a lot of skirms shoot. I think elite skirm's actually a good choice. And like you mentioned, there's not really much in the way of siege from TaToH right now. TaToH's pretty much holding, so
We'll take the castle down, but like it's one of those big deal questions because like yeah, it get rid of the problem, but it wasn't really doing much that castle. To be fair, it was like a holding place just to like keep the forward alive, and now the forward's like completely fine. So
Spring with 150 vills and being in the castle age for almost an hour is going to have a lot of resources, and he's going to get a lot of upgrades in now. Chemistry, Capped Ram, Hussar, Thumb Ring. Still, he's losing some units here unnecessarily. Oh, look at the keep here from TaToH. He's putting 2 of them on the gold. Do you see this? And Spring is probably really pissed off right now. He's running after these keeps. This is next to his ranges, Milmano. And he's going to attack them, but the vills are going to die, like, instantly, almost.
oh my god, they're really.
I mean, he has so many vills, but he's going to lose, like, 20 of them here.
They 2-shot. Like what?
Yeah. That's hilarious. As absolute, Spring's going to lose all those vills. There's no doubt about it. There's no way he's getting those towers down.
And look at the build counts now, it's really similar.
Yeah.
132 to 127. No, it's 120. He's actually lost a lot of builds there, like, he's losing so many. Amazing.
And Spring does not have the food to go siege ram. He's going to need that for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. He should have got the siege ram over the Hussars, I think, a little bit, maybe. Questionable. It won't take too long. I mean, like,
I just love TaToH's play with those 2 towers. I mean, Spring didn't have the suicide, but holy cow.
That was. It's gonna go forward, like, big enough. Oh my god. Just stop it, TaToH.
He's
please.
making more keeps, but look at the top. I mean, Spring is raiding an awful lot. He has a couple cav archers, a couple rams. And, you know, 1 capped ram for 1 keep is going to be enough. He just has to keep them protected. Keep them protected. Haha. And,
buddy guy. What? Have you also seen the fact that it's got keeps in the middle of Spring's base?
What? How did he get that? I guess he just walked into Spring's base and put them there, and he's probably killing a ton of villagers, denying a lot of farms. That's insane, dude.
Look at Spring. Look what Spring did though. He just like moved his entire farming eco to like the south side of the base.
Wow.
Like, nothing protecting it.
He's trying to put more towers as well next to Spring's TC, like right next to the archery ranges.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna quickly check like how much stone he's collect this game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's 4,972. Comparison to Spring's like 2.5.
I'm just like still no siege ram from Spring, and
nope.
It's really frustrating to see that he's just making hussars. I task you on keeping an eye on all the sneak towers because I have a feeling TaToH's going to keep doing that on all the farmland. But actually, there's some more coming up now. He's going to probably walk his way in with those towers next to the archery ranges. But it still is important for TaToH to stop, you know, the intrusions. It looks like at the top he's re-walled. There's still hussars killing those.
Just have a look inside TaToH's base once more. Just have a look at where the wood line is.
Which one?
Again, towards the bottom of the map. Like, we're talking like where one of his TCs are.
Yeah. So the one that has like 6 lumber camps there?
No, it's got 1, and like half the bills are idle, and there's a tower coming up. Oh, but it's gonna get denied. Oh, what a shame.
I missed it. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. You said it's at the bottom.
You know where the other keeps are? In the middle of the base. Just have a look towards the south of it.
There's so many keeps that keeps is the wrong thing to mention because there's like 50 of them.
Too many keeps. Oh well. It didn't give up anyway, so
don't worry
it wasn't
about
that
it.
big
Onagers coming in from TaToH. What does he have in that Siege Workshop, actually? He has a couple Mangonels.
Not gonna be enough though. I mean, like, there's not enough halberdiers to take care of
he
the
doesn't have enough to really stop this. It's all.
This is Spring's game.
Look at the. Are you talking about on the very left side where TaToH's putting up more towers? Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, I wasn't talking about that one, but that's amazing.
Yeah, he's putting up. I figured he would go for the farmlands because like that's so important for Spring right now, and he's just gonna kill so many vills.
Like, Spring's gonna be like wondering like why he's lacked so much food, and he just looks to like where his farmland is, like, oh right, there's like 5 towers in it all. Oh god.
Not to mention the original towers as well are killing so many villagers. The range on these guys 8+5, and this has become a mess of a game. Still, Onager's here. Onager's gonna try and pick off these Cav archers, but no big shots just yet. The Hussars will deal with the Onagers pretty easily.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, despite all this, like, you know, you can move away from the towers. They're just static structures. Where like the Spring is much more mobile. So like, TaToH really can't run his vills away. Like, once Spring notices, just gonna pack up and move to somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, I agree.
Although he is running out a lot of space, because just
he doesn't actually realize it, and he's like sending a Hussar here, but the Hussar will die. It's actually really bad. He's losing so many vills.
No, I think he spots it now. Actually, he's turned some more farms into his castle, but just
look at how many units Spring has lost. He's lost 575 units, and keep in mind that we haven't really seen an offensive play from TaToH. It was all towers, like all game. This is pretty insane. He has two vills here as well. They're gonna attack the capped ram. I guess they are. But pay attention to those 2 vills in the middle there. Spring's push has kind of fizzled out, I think. He just needs siege ram.
Really does need siege ram, like, but it's fine. Like, he's still doing a lot of damage, to be fair. And now he's got some cap rams coming now to clean up the keep mess.
Yeah, but so many. Look how many dead bodies. They're everywhere.
I'm just seeing dead corpses.
Yeah,
it's everywhere. These towers, incredible.
The wolf is actually finishing off this.
Credit for that.
Wolf is actually finishing off these vills as they chase the ram. Which will die first, the capped ram or the villager? I think the. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying the food economy has been hit by Spring a lot. He's got fun with food, but if you look at the stables, just look at the distribution of the sub placement.
He has one with 7 Hussars.
Yeah.
He could cancel out the Hussars and just go siege ram. You know, I would agree with that decision at this point. There's nothing offensively from TaToH he needs to worry about.
Gold.
What was that?
He's got no gold. Spring's actually physically run out of gold. Like, there's a couple of gold piles you can take, actually.
Let's take a look at Spring's point. He actually doesn't have the scouting on the gold at the top. And he doesn't... Well, he does see the one at the bottom, but TaToH's already there with the T. You know what? If TaToH stops this push, and there's really not much of a push here from Spring, as Spring can't collect this gold, TaToH could be able to push this back.
I don't think. I think it's still locked out right now for Spring. What Spring can do is just take that main gold.
But
well, with 42 military, I think it's enough to close it out. You know, skirms, just go full trash with a much bigger eco. I mean, like,
possibly. You could be right.
I know you're a big believer,
but resources are important at this point in the game. We'll have to see. Spring's throwing an awful lot away, and TaToH has the map control. Well, Spring losing so much here to the Onagers.
Oh no, Spring!
These Onagers are really tanky, and even if they come in to engage these, even if the Hussars come in to engage, there should be Halps there as well. TaToH can just do that, but yeah, look at that. Very nice fight.
Wait, the cap ram didn't even make it on that keep at the farming land? Like, getting taken down now by Hussars.
It's getting to the point, guys, as you watch this, that it's incredibly hard for us to, like, for us to communicate as to where things are, because, like, there's action going on everywhere. Like if you look at the
There
mini-map,
is so much action.
there's like 20 things blinking, so it's really hard. But this gold, I think, is really
Blinking is not
important.
helped by TaToH's towers, to be fair.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, TaToH actually has got 800 gold. It's actually mining some gold, actually. To
Spring
very
has
south of the
0.
map.
Spring has 0. I wouldn't be surprised if he's been selling at this point.
He's just going full trash right now.
Yeah, Spring hasn't actually sold that much. TaToH, on the other hand, is like sold wood, stone, food, bought wood, stone, food. It's all over the place.
Amazingly, if you really think about it, about where TaToH's base is and everything, how much Spring is actually pushed in, it's actually very little, to be fair. He's taking out like 1 TC and 4 keeps.
There's nothing, I don't think, like, Spring is still not addressing these towers. He's losing Hussar after Hussar to the tower, because he's like, doesn't have a ram there, he doesn't even have siege ram, and he can't secure any gold. I honestly think that this is going to be really hard for Spring now. He's now going now, and this is going to be important he secures this. But he's sending Hussars at helps. So Onager there as well from TaToH. I mean, TaToH as well. He has some resources. Also, he can see golds. Well, he actually doesn't see the one on the top, but he has the one on the bottom. He's going to be fighting for this one on this hill as well.
It's actually might turn out to be TaToH's amazingly, despite his big back and forth distance. It actually might take this. I mean, Onagers are just so darn strong.
He's just suffocated Spring, really, of all the resources, and it's worked out. He's trying to build a barracks on the left side. The Hussars from Spring running right by the villagers, and you know what? He might try something. Does he even have? Yeah, he has a couple barracks back at home, but he's nothing offensively. He's going to build some offensive barracks now. Should be interesting to see what he's planned. I guess the good thing for Spring is if he deals with all the towers, he shouldn't really expect any more because there's no more stone left on the map. So that's one thing, but I think he has more problems right now. He's a gold problem. He doesn't have any gold.
TaToH could get SO.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting
He
close.
has the resources for it.
Yeah.
And that would be crazy if he does. And he has still got a entire main gold to use. I mean, it's kind of telling... Oh, he's getting it. Oh my god. This is just showing that despite not having a main goal to use all game, his map control slash just... I don't like to call it abusing of it. It's just... I don't know. It's just... He's managed to take all the extra goals just because of the towers.
Spring's pushing in here, though. I mean, Spring might be able to regain this gold. Unfortunately, he's losing all his Hussars to these halbs. He's gonna really want those Hussars to pick off the Siege Onager, or soon-to-be Siege Onager, anyway. I like TaToH's response. Yeah, TaToH's response to the incoming army is, let's build a keep. Yep, that's worked all game, so.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gold's I need to secure my gold. I'll build a keep to take care of this. You can pick up the relics he had earlier on.
Will he get the keep up, though? He's actually has no military there, and Hussars are there. Spring needs to actually stop this. Once the keep gets up, it's a real pest to get down, and there you go, he stopped it. That's really well done. So TaToH, this is what he has seen. Still, this area in the map he hasn't seen. There's gold there. At the bottom, not really much that he's missing there. For Spring, he can see the relics, he can see this gold, which is TC on, and he's also missing this gold. So they're kind of all seeing similar locations of the map.
Meanwhile, though, back at Spring's base, it looks like a few halberdiers are just causing food problems, as well as his keeps. Yep. Another keep also coming up forward next to his 2 stables as well. He's just mining more of this stone as well.
I think he is buying. I want to see the price. I wish you could see the price of the...
price of stone? Stone buys 175.
So it's pretty expensive.
Is 129. Yeah,
at this point he's bought 700 stone, so... Now he's got Siege Onager, but he only has one that I can see back at home. That's a bit of a worry, and Siege Ram has come in for Spring.
Oh my god. Praise be.
Yeah, it's and another tower, though, for TaToH on the left side as well. So on the right and the left, all on left side of Spring's base, he's putting up towers.
Going up. Okay, the good thing is there now a lot of siege rams coming up from Spring. I don't know how he's afforded all this, but okay, he has. But what he does need to do, Spring, is that he needs to get siege engineers.
Yeah, I agree.
That
This is just
extra damage on the Rams will just destroy those keeps a lot faster.
So you remember the original Siege Workshop on the right-hand side that TaToH had with the towers in the beginning of the game? He's making Siege Onagers out of it now.
Oh god.
Like, I just had to chuckle because this game is so ridiculous. Like, just so many things are happening. Like, normally I'd be like, wow, this is happening, but it's like the norm now. This craziness is the norm. And saying that TaToH's going to come out and try and finish this tower and build another one as well on the main gold at home.
But actually get denied.
Yeah, he should have probably gone to the... Probably should have gone to that tower first, but...
What is just a really good test though for both players is literally one, their map awareness, and two, literally how fast they can move in terms of being in multiple positions at once.
Yeah.
Basically. That's the big thing here. I think TaToH's cheating it better, but...
Could you tell me the gold collected? I feel like...
Yeah.
I mean, right now, as far as the technology's researched, you realize that it's only Rams and Hussars and trash from Spring. So, it's the lack of gold, I think, for Spring is the problem.
Yeah, well, the gold collected 19,000 gold for Spring and 16,000 for TaToH. And funnily enough, 3,000 of that gold comes from the relic gold too, so... Okay,
so Spring actually had more and he wasted it all to the towers, pretty much.
Pretty much, you could say, yeah. I mean, no, he didn't waste it to towers, he lost it to towers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can discuss that later, but the Siege Onagers are here next to the keep, and that keep's going to stay up, and ooh, that's a big shot, even killing a villager. Another big shot as well. TaToH is being a pest, and we talked about this in the first game with Spring, and TaToH's now doing it. Is it going to win the game, though? I don't know. Siege Onagers over here to get picked off by Hussars. These guys are probably moving a mile a minute to focus on everything, but it's good for TaToH. He secured this gold. That is a lot of gold right there. He's going to put another keep up, because why not? He's done it all game. And that tower is actually very close to going up. Let's take a quick look at how far. Well, he's sending these vills as well. I'm not sure where they're going. I see nothing being built. Oh, mining camp. But this was on 98% when it got denied. But he's going to go for that 198 stone. So Siege Onagers are actually really helping out now with a lot of skirms coming from Spring. And the Halps versus the Hussars, really, really nice. TaToH could probably do with something to deal with the amount of buildings that Spring has up. But, oh wow, he put a tower there as well just now. And that's going to deny that wood that Spring is on. He's just...
Oh my god. Actually, yeah, wood's going to be a bit of an issue here, really. I mean, like, there's not a lot of space that Spring has. And of course, all it takes is just one keep.
Yep.
Take care of business.
At the left-hand side, which is kind of where TaToH's infiltrating, he had a tower at 98%. And he's going to go finish that right now. And I assume he's going to put up another one as well then. He has good positioning there. He has Halbs. He's a Siege Onager. He is going to finish that. And he's also pushing back with a ton of Halbs and 2 Siege Onagers.
That is crazy.
Yeah, he's just going to keep building towers.
How is Halbs an SO?
Yep.
What, just towers. Just forget the Halbs. It's the towers.
Yeah, I don't...
No, but Halbs doing a really good job here. Just shredding up these facades really well. And they're not even actually fully maxed out. So they got +2 as well on the attack, so...
Yeah. Well, no, it's
TaToH's
Koreans.
Resources.
I think Koreans... Yeah, Koreans don't get +4, so...
oh my lord, look at the resources for TaToH right now.
Yeah, he has so much. And then you look at Spring, and he's so little. I feel so bad, but... Like, all these vills will eventually die here, no doubt about it. They'll go down.
I'll tell you what, I feel really sorry for Spring, because he must be so... Because I feel like TaToH might have this game. But somebody was thinking, oh yeah, Spring's got this game now. Now it's like, oh, I think TaToH might have this game. And then, like, Spring was like, oh, you're going to resign yet, sort of thing. And now he's like, oh, I might have to resign now, so... Yeah,
he fought really hard, and it's kind of... When a tactic like this works against you, it's really frustrating, so...
Yeah. Like, he's backed right into a corner, right? Like, just from keeps.
had you checked the relics? Because TaToH actually has 3 of them this entire time as well.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Spring,
he lost the monastery, and then he builds back up again and took the relics again. So,
you know, Spring doesn't have a monastery. He hasn't really even tried to get a relic, which is kind of what you need to do at this point.
yeah.
But the more towers coming up for TaToH everywhere on every wood line. There's 2 here, and that's kind of central to the left of the TC where the action's going on. And there's another one going up as well. Villagers are just going to go down. Spring's now nearing 80 villagers. He was so high at one point on Vills, and you just need to invest so many resources to kill these towers if you're Spring.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, it's... I think the problem was, or is the fact that it got a bit out of control, and I don't think it needed to have been out of control at the same time.
Yeah.
I think he went for this big frontal assault in the castle age with all his rams, light cab, and cavalry archers, which are really expensive considering as well. It's just Huns. He tried to play it like a Hun game against the Koreans, where I think he underestimated how strong these towers are.
Yeah, I think we all did, honestly. I saw it happening. I'm like, why not just put a castle? Well, maybe this is why. I mean, seriously, this is really nice. TaToH has thrown these 2 vills out of the tower and towards this almost built keep, and he's gotten it up. And he's gonna push his way in, I assume. Good positioning there is the Siege Onager and Halbs. More Siege Onagers coming in.
More towers being done as well. He's even taking TaToH's
Oh,
gold as well.
he's found the stone, the original stone from the beginning.
Do you like the 2 mining camps he's placed? Like, how efficient do you want them to be? Like, literally side by side.
I assume.
Up on the top. Up on the top. Yeah.
Very top.
Very top. Yeah. The original towers were.
Yeah. I see. Yeah. I was a little bit
built
behind you.
mining camp.
Yeah, I don't know.
Makes
I don't know
sense.
how efficient that is. I didn't actually see them go up when you were asking, but
Oh yeah. He had that one mining camp on fire to begin with. He was like, "Oh, I built a tower. We're just building a mining camp."
But
Right next
he's
to the
building.
original
Speaking
one."
of towers, he's actually building more towers with his original 2 bills we were just talking about, and he's walking his way in towards Spring's Eco. He's gonna get the 1 up, I think, at this rate. Yep, he's gonna get it up, and that means he might get the other 1 up if he kills the Hussars in the skirms here. He needs to be careful. Hard to say, but I think inevitably TaToH's just gonna walk in with towers and just fight on the front. He finally has Captoram now. Well, he's sending 2 vills forward, but I'm going to assume that's going to be... Ooh, not a tower, a siege workshop. But there's the GG. And that's it. Wow.
An hour and a half of just non-stop... I can't even describe it. It's just ridiculous.
My ears, like, are ringing because all I heard was dong dong. Like, all the attack noises because the towers, like, the entire game. Like, look at the mini-map. It's just blowing up. But... there was over 2,000 kills in that matchup, and look at, I'm just surveying the map right now, specifically like Spring's Eco, who's now blue once Team Colors, once the game ends, so Spring's now blue, but there's just dead bodies all over his Eco, like everywhere, just dead bodies everywhere. It's like craziness, man.
This has to go down as one of the classic. I mean, like, what a way to kick off Call to Arms and have just one of the most craziest games I've ever seen in a long, long time. I mean, the strat just shouldn't have worked. Just guard towers and 2 mangonels, but and it didn't really work. But just then, I feel like Spring just threw it, like just like, oh, I'm just gonna go Hun style, like
Spring.
my play.
Yeah, Spring did throw it with. He should have just gone imp and dealt with it before the towers got out of hand.
Because he had it under lockdown, the base, and then it ended up being that he used all his resources, and then he was up against 3 positions. He was the front bend the base of TaToH so trying to push in.
This is an interesting stat that I'm getting really excited to share. 7K stone collected from TaToH and not 1 castle. Like, did he even make a castle for conscription? If I remember correctly, I don't think he did. So all of that stone went into maybe a TC or 2, but towers, and then not to mention he actually bought stone as well. Lots of gold, but. Man, that was absolutely insane. I guess you just look at the society stats and the military stats. It says it all. But craziness. All right, so, whew, that was a mouthful of a game, man.
Apparently, SMB says
Yeah, I'll jump on
game
now.
3.
Oh, SMB's still
hello?
here, by the way. What's up?
Oh.
So there wasn't a game 3 because
Oh.
Spring left after that
Oh.
and didn't
Okay.
play another one.
Oh.
He may be the first person to claim in history that.
What was that? Sorry, I missed the.
Playing,
One
playing
second.
what?
He may be the first person in history to claim that keeps are OP.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he
Yeah,
left.
I think
So,
I've been quite annoyed about that loss. I mean, I would be pretty annoyed if I did that similar thing, but there you go.
what this means is that because Call to Arms is built on 6 sets of 3 games and we need 18 games for the SIBs, that's assuming that like if someone actually manages to stay on for 6 weeks, we need to alter the format slightly for next week. So next week needs to be 4 games, and if that series goes 2-2, then we'll come up with a decider like Team Random on Arabia, which they like this map. Sorry, my voice is going weird because I just
Yeah, well,
my
like,
throat's messing up.
so you take it to 4 games, and then the game 4 decide will be like a team random setting.
Yeah, so no, it will be 4 games guaranteed,
right.
but if it goes 2-2, then we'll come up with a decider.
Oh, right, okay, I see.
But
I see.
I think, like, on both unfortunately and fortunately, because I think you guys are probably dead by this point. Thank you so much for your efforts tonight.
I'm actually not too shabby, to be fair. My voice is held up throughout.
It's mainly my ears, to be honest. It was the ears.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. I think What's that condition you get when like you're just nothing but like a tinning noise in your ear? What's it called?
Tinnitus.
Is
don't
it
know.
tinnitus? Is it?
Towersis? What? Oh wait, sorry to say it wrong. All right. Anyway, go ahead, guys.
Well, yeah, I don't have much more to add apart from.
Okay, cool.
I hope that this game has it's been very odd, and it was obviously quite frustrating for Spring to play, but it was also something you just never see, and I think the viewers have enjoyed it, and I think we may not see many things quite as ridiculous as that hour and a half Korean trush. But
it was I mean, hour and a half games are great. It was hard to follow, but I certainly enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So.